From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordeaux, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 for Tuesday, December 26th. We started out in the 50s this morning, but that may be the warmest that we get all day. We are cooling down. It's not cold by any means, but do expect it to be in the 40s as the day goes on. Not nearly as rainy as we had on Christmas.
Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. When it comes to what kind of romance you're into, you don't have to choose just one. Fancy a dalliance with a duke, or maybe a steamy billionaire. You could find a book boyfriend in the city and another one tearing it up on the hockey field. And if nothing on this earth satisfies, you can always find love in another realm. Discover modern rom-coms from authors like Lily Chu and Ali Hazelwood, the latest romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros, plus Regency favorites like Bridgerton and Outlander. And of course, all the really steamy stuff. Your first great love story is free when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/Wondery. That's audible.com/Wondery.
Combating violence by making mental health services better. That's the goal for one Eskenazi Health surgeon who's doing that through a unique program. News 8's Amisha Ramsey has more from the doctor and her work to stop patterns of violence.
Dr. Delmarise Ortiz is a trauma surgeon who runs a program called Prescriptions for Hope. Now, it's a violence prevention program that's been around for over a decade. Dr. Ortiz says she's seen firsthand the impact traumatic events have had on victims and their families. In the Prescription for Hope program at Eskenazi, people who get hurt in stabbings or shootings meet with a team member. That team member helps the victim find resource to stop patterns of violence. The program's counselors try to listen to patients more and help guide interventions. Now, Dr. Ortiz says there are still social barriers in place when it comes to convincing patients of the merits of the program.
There's a few barriers that were identified. One was lack of trust of the healthcare system, not feeling like they had established a connection with a provider, and they tended to prefer utilizing their established social circles, so their family and their friends. So we found that the people that went through the program, had about 50% decreased risk of coming back in 2 years to any hospital.
Dr. Ortiz says the program is not the same for everyone. The Prescription for Hope program is only available through Eskenazi Health, but it does take referrals from other hospitals. I'm Amisha Ramsey for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook.
A woman is under arrest after a police chase through 3 counties on Christmas. The Hamilton County Sheriff says it started just north of LaPel yesterday. Deputies were called to a suspicious vehicle near an abandoned home on 226 and Cynthiana Road. Investigators say they tried to stop the driver, Tammy Hunter, but she took off. The chase went on for around 20 minutes and went into Madison and Tipton counties. Deputies say it finally ended when Hunter drove into a field near 296th Street and County Road 100 East, just south of Tipton. Hunter is now facing reckless driving and resisting law enforcement charges. No one was hurt in the chase. An Indianapolis man has been arrested and charged with murder after a shooting on the east side where police say a woman was shot. We broke the story to you yesterday on Daybreak. Police say they found the woman near 52nd and David Streets at around 5 in the morning. Paramedics pronounced the woman dead at the scene. Investigators think the shooter is Sir Brown Jr. and that he left the scene afterwards. Detectives do not know how Brown and the victim knew each other. IMPD says no one should ever have to wake up to this kind of violence, especially on Christmas.
Or this should not be what our community members wake up to any morning, let alone a holiday morning. This is very, very unfortunate.
Police are asking anyone with information to please come forward. New on Daybreak, U.S. Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene was the target of a swatting attempt at her home on Christmas morning. Police in Georgia say officers quickly determined the call was a fake emergency and did not send anyone to Greene's house. Police say in the hoax, a man from New York had called the Georgia suicide hotline, claiming he had shot his girlfriend in Greene's home and threatened to kill himself next. Greene posted on social media that this was the 8th time she's been targeted with swatting. Swatting is when someone calls in a fake emergency to draw armed officers or SWAT teams to respond. New in the war between Israel and Hamas, the Palestinian Ministry of Health says Israel has killed more than 20,000 people in Gaza since October 7th. That's when Hamas attacked Israel. The Hamas-controlled ministry says Israel's bombing and attacks have injured more than 54,000 people. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reiterated his vow that Israel is committed to a long fight after visiting Gaza yesterday. Funerals were held in Gaza on Monday. Mourners expressed their anger at Israel's actions and appealed to the international community to intervene.
We are helpless people. We were told to stay in the safe zone. Why did they kill us in the safe zone? We are in the safe zone. Where is the international community? Where are human rights? They kill tens of people, hundreds. Every night, 90 or 100 killed. Look around. Look at the corpses. These are body parts.
Egypt has floated a proposal to both sides to end the war. Here in Indianapolis, a local church spent the Christmas holiday giving back to people in need. News 8's Garrett Bergquist spoke to volunteers as they delivered the holiday meal.
Hunger doesn't take a holiday. For these volunteers, stepping up isn't just an act of service, it's an article of faith.
This is where you've been able to find Jeff Greenberg every Christmas morning for the past 18 years. The kitchen in the basement of St. Peter and Paul Cathedral.
I kind of coordinate, the food that gets put into the particular ovens and what gets heated up at particular times. This year, for example, we had some whole turkeys that were cooked for us, so there's a few of us that are carving turkeys as well.
Cathedral Kitchen serves the homeless and others in need. Volunteers say they expect about 200 people today. They say the numbers go up every year.
People have to eat. They still need to eat. I mean, we want them to feel that somebody is thinking about them, that cares about them.
Greenberg and Hodes are members of Congregation Beth-El Zedek. Dozens of members sign up weeks in advance, or even just show up to help on Christmas Day.
For those of us who are Jewish, it's not our holiday. We're very happy to help out so that the usual staff here can stay home and have Christmas with their families.
For them, serving those in need has a meaning all its own.
One of the central features of Judaism is something called tzedakah, which is basically giving back. And this is a huge element that fits right into our giving back to individuals and to the community.
There are a few terms. The one I think of here is it's tikkun olam, which means repair the world. And this is one way we can help feeding people. It's a mitzvah, which is a commandment, really.
Everyone who comes to Cathedral Kitchen on this Christmas Day gets a tray full of hot food, including turkey, mashed potatoes, green beans, even a little cake or pie. Hodes says congregation members have made volunteering at the kitchen every Christmas a family tradition. Children and even grandchildren take part. Greenberg says the benefits of volunteering are indescribable on this day or any other.
To spend just a few hours and help out people that really need help is just it's a tremendously uplifting experience for us.
Hodes says if you'd like to do something like this on your Christmas Day, talk to some local service organizations, such as Cathedral Kitchen or your local food pantry. She says they'll be able to put you in touch with whoever needs help that day. I'm Garrett Bergquist for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook.
Happening now, the Department of Public Works says people who live in Marion County can get rid of their Christmas trees, their real trees, at 7 locations. You have from now until January 31st to drop off your tree. There are 7 places that you can go. They're Ellenberger Park, Garfield Park, Northwest Way Park, Perry Park, Riverside Park, Somm Park, and Riverwood Park. Officials say decorations must be removed. Trees can be dropped off from dawn until dusk. Officials say dropping off trees at any place that is not listed is considered illegal dumping, and you could face a fine. DPW says all of the trees will be turned into mulch and soil. Happening today, celebrations begin for Kwanzaa. The holiday celebrating African culture is until January 1st. Those who attend can light candles, exchange gifts, partake in feasts, and enjoy activities centered around community. The Indianapolis Kwanzaa Committee is holding the celebration at the AMP at 16 Tech. The Umoja Village celebration will run from this afternoon until 6 this evening. It will be a gathering of community and culture, complete with dance performances. The event is free and is family friendly. In your business headlines, stores have made it more difficult to return items this year. Retailers such as Amazon and Macy's have added fees or shortened the window for returning online purchases this holiday shopping season. Around 40% of retailers charge for an online return, up from about 31% last year. That's according to Narvar, a company that manages returns for retailers. Housing is now overvalued in 88% of the United States. That's according to the rating agency Fitch. The metropolitan areas where homes are most overvalued are in South Carolina, Texas, and New Jersey. Fitch said in July, Indianapolis, Carmel, and Anderson metro homes are 15 to 19% overvalued. The area has actually gotten more overvalued over the last few years, too. At the end of 2021, the metro's housing was only 10 to 14% overvalued. However, Fitch doesn't see prices coming down anytime soon. This has been your News 8 Daily 8. From Wish TV, I'm Hannah Morda. Watch us on wishtv.com and, of course, like us on Facebook.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.